Viewers, the latest news about the ongoing conflict between Ethiopia, Tigray, and Eritrea is that, which according to the latest updates from several reliable sources, a heavy war is currently underway on the Eritrea-Tigray border, especially in northwestern zone of Tigray region. But yet, Ethiopian National Defense Force and its allies have not achieved any great success. According to reports from Tigray Defense Force sources, Tigray Defense Force soldiers are defending attacks by Ethiopian National Defense Force and its allies, and are also responding back to these attacks. Because if you look at the map on the screen, one border of northwestern Tigray meets Eritrea, while the other border meets western Tigray, where Amhara forces and its allies have been present for the past several months. Whereas an Ethiopian National Defense Force soldiers are already in Eritrea. This is how Ethiopian National Defense Force and its allies are attacking northwestern Tigray from two sides. Whereas according to the latest reports, Tigray Defense Force soldiers are still in northwestern Tigray region and are defending themselves in the attacks carried out by the Ethiopian National Defense Force and its allies. Whereas on the other hand, large number of Ethiopian National Defense Force and Fano militia are mobilizing, and thousands of soldiers of Ethiopian National Defense Force and Fano militias are heading towards Amhara Tigray border and Volkath, where some photos have been received that you can see on your screen. In these pictures, thousands of soldiers can be seen moving towards the battlefield. But on the other hand, heavy artillery reported around Sheraro, close to Eritrea's border. The area flanks western Tigray on Sudan's border. Taking control of Humera on the border with Sudan is considered highly strategic because it can open up supply corridors for the Tigray Defense Force. Whereas on the other hand, according to the latest updates, a humanitarian worker in the Tigrayan town of Shire told that drivers coming from the area reported cross-border shelling, and he had spoken to a witness who said heavy artillery shelling in the town of Sheraro near the Eritrean border had started at around 4:30 am today. And a militia leader in the Amhara city of Gondar with contacts on the front lines of the fighting confirmed there had been heavy shelling from our side aimed at Tigray Defense Force trenches around the town of Sheraro in the same area. But on the other hand, according to the latest updates, today early in the morning, 3 more Ethiopian Airlines charter flights from the cargo apron heading into northern Ethiopia. Again, this is just a selection. The real number of flights is larger. And a statement is released by Tigray Defense Force Central Command today. According to the statement, today, starting at around 4:30 am local times, the enemy has begun a massive offensive towards Adyabo in 4 directions. The counterpieces of the enemy's offensive consist of attacks from Fikia Gebre to Ademiti, from Silamo to Sheraro, from Gobo to Adi Asar and Ardi Matthias, and from Adi Gosho to Adi Asar. Viewers, the enemy, having already relocated a massive military force to Eritrea, has now begun a joint campaign with the foreign invading force of Eritrea to brutalize and exterminate the people of Tigray. In a statement, Tigray Defense Force Central Command said that the enemy has continued with the offensive it launched yesterday, 31st August 2022, from Sikiota in the direction of Abregele. And on the southern front, the enemy has been making repeated attempts to break through and it continues to do so. To add in this multi-directional offensive by transporting personnel and munitions from the center, Ethiopian Airlines has ceased all kind of services as it has been put to military use. And leaving everything else aside, to Lalibela alone, it conducted 6 flights on August 30, 6 flights on August 31st, and 25 flights are scheduled for today, September 1st, to transport personnel, weapons, and munitions. And said that the enemy having rebuffed all peace overtures, deploying extraordinarily large regular and irregular force, penetrating with a foreign force, and using Ethiopia's wealth, has begun a full-scale war, even doing everything in its power and using every resource at its disposal. It will not proceed, it will not succeed, the enemy having mistaken our commitment to peace and patience for weakness, is drunk with arrogance. Without a doubt, this conceit will be punctured and it will be reversed. Tigray Military Command call on our people and army to further strengthen the determined resistance you have already begun. So this is a statement from Tigray Defense Force Central Command. And on the other hand, another statement is released by Ethiopian government. According to the statement, the attacks relaunched by Tigray People Liberation Front pushing against peace call have further continued to intensify today. Innocent civilians are being killed and many are being displaced and prosperity is being destroyed. Because as it can be seen now, the duty of halting the terrorist group from its destructive activities has fallen on the government and people of Ethiopia. This is so because the terrorist group must be prevented from disturbing our people peace and destroying our country. And the government has a responsibility to ensure that humanitarian assistance is directed to the true intended beneficiaries of the Tigray region, and hence a conducive environment needs to be created to help the diversion of assistance to combatants as is being done by Tigray People Liberation Front. And TPLF is punishing the people of Tigray through starvation by repeatedly launching attacks during the farming season, and the government has a responsibility to overturn this. So viewers, so far the latest update. For more latest update, please subscribe channel. Thanks for watching.